Hey everyone, welcome to the show.
Literally, Twiggly.
Down to the wire.
Down to the wire. Twiggly was just like, excuse me, my litter box is not to my exacting standards. Can you please complete it for me?
I don't actually want to use it now. But I will at some point.
So, okay, that's done. It's scooped. I washed my hands. I had time. Good evening. Hello,
Hi,
everybody.
Welcome to the show. We've had a long day. It's okay.
Is it break time? Yes. When do I get to go on break? Hang on, let me see where he is. Hello. There we go. He just ran by. There. He will make it up here. He'll settle. He'll settle. Hello. Happy Wednesday evening. What is today? The 4th.
The 4th.
Soon.
May December the 4th be with you.
Really? No. It's just December the 4th.
Hey Kiwi. Hey Heather.
Hello, everybody. When is it break time? Apparently France doesn't have a government now, and South Korea declared martial law for 6 hours.
Yeah.
And the country of Georgia is in the state of repeating what the country of Ukraine did 10 years ago when they were tired of a pro-Russian government, and don't even look at what's being debated in the Supreme Court in the U.S. right now. Super major love to all trans people. Vote of no confidence just removed their president and acting party.
A vote of no confidence that went through because one half of the government, the half that is fascists, voted no confidence in their own government.
Yes, exactly. So France has just been lulled. It's lordy lord, it has been an eventful day, and
Apparently,
so we're going to play a little game about making cocktails for fantasy adventurers, because doesn't that sound relaxing?
The other one was apparently a legitimate got pulled out in Parliament today.
Oh, I saw that Stammer did the whole...
Yeah, well, we don't think the politicians should have convictions. Your last
2 leaders were convicted. Excuse me. Yeah, exactly. I really wish I could live in a precedented times for a while. Well, unfortunately, if you studied the Weimar Republic in Germany in the 1930s, it's just not pretty. Oh, and apparently the Cheeto told Trudeau at a state dinner today that, we'll just, if you can't keep up with the tariffs, we'll just annex Canada and make it a state. Good luck with that, buddy. So what I'm hearing is I should do some Miyazaki cosplay pics and share them because we need cheerfulness.
That sounds lovely.
We never get the chance to stop living in history, but it's been a good day to practice whatever, news avoidance techniques you've been putting in place recently, and just...
Have I told you what I do on Saturday mornings?
He eats cereal in his pajamas and watches cartoons with the cat.
Or garbage.
Do you share your cereal milk with the cat?
I don't. I maybe should.
I mean, if you want some, I think we would allow that.
I watch sexy garbage on Saturday.
Oh my God, it's so bad, you guys. It's so bad.
Sexy garbage. I watch 911, which is a show about an LA fire department and a version of LA on a hellmouth. And I watch Dr. Odyssey, which is about sexy people on a cruise line and having sexy cruise line problem.
Which is it's so bad. It's so bad. I'm glad you enjoy them unreservedly.
Unironically, unabashedly.
Yeah.
Oh, also Tracker, but we have Reacher at home.
Yes, Tracker is we have Reacher at home. Yes, precisely.
There's an episode of that this season where Jensen Ackles shows up again. And just does that. Hello, I'm Jensen Ackles. I have a great car. I'm going to save the day. Bye!
Right. I know, but we watched Alex Cross, and he also has a great car and saves the day.
Yes.
And at some point, do I care?
And has a truly spectacular, just absolute hetero life partner as well.
Right, his best friend. Isaiah Mustafa is so good as Samson. It's really good.
Cross is enormous fun. it's also an unflinching exploration of crushing grief and what happens when you come out the other side of it. But any show on earth whose season finale is genuinely called "You Had Me at Motherfucker,"
yeah, it was good.
And there's a reason for that.
Yes, all in context. It's delightful.
No notes.
Really enjoyed that. That was great. And we finally finished Agatha All Along, which was heart-wrenching and wonderful.
Really good. It
really was good.
It had the weirdest build of any Marvel show I've ever seen, where for 4 episodes you're like, this is fine. This is entertaining. And then sometime around episode 5 or 6, they go, did we mention Patti LuPone's in this?
Yes. Right? And then you're like, oh, yes. And now we're probably going to rewatch Arcane, so then we can watch Arcane season 2.
And be completely emotionally annihilated.
Exactly. And we finished Misfits and Magic season 1.
Which is great.
So we have a bunch of one-offs to watch, and then we can move on to season 2, which its finale is next week.
Yeah.
And as Alistair called it,
Vatican Mean Girls.
We watched Vatican Mean Girls, i.e. Conclave, which... When you sit in a large audience and you're watching a movie about cardinals and you two are the only ones who laugh at a joke, you're like, okay, there's the Catholics in the audience, right? It was... Fiennes is going to get an Oscar nomination and deserves one. And
probably Isabella Rossellini as well.
Oh, I hope so, because she did so much with nothing, which is... the history of women in the Catholic Church.
Isabella Rossellini as the world's angriest nun is unbelievably good.
It was really good.
She ends a man's life by curtsying. It's amazing.
Love the fact that I'm the type of person who'd find shows like Arcane to be some of the best comfort. Yeah.
Right?
No, absolutely. It's wonderful. And the music is so good and the animation is so good and it rips out your heart and shows it to you and then stomps on it and hands it back so we can do it again. Maybe I'll be more prepared for it this time. No, I will not. But it will be good. And in 2 weeks, I'm on break. I have 2 more weeks until I go on Christmas break, and I can't wait. Really,
there'll be so many games. And by so many games, I mean the 80 hours you owe Veilguard.
Right.
And then total emotional destruction.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to sleep in so hard. It's going to be great.
Till 9.
Yeah, I might sleep till 9 o'clock, man. So late.
Till you're 90.
Till you're 90. There's been a whole lot that's gone on this week. It's just all been behind the scenes kind of stuff. What did I do that was before today? I have to look at my calendar.
You have to think about that. I'll tell the nice people what
Oh my gosh, my brain.
I recorded the first house spot for 2025.
Oh wow.
I recorded.
Is he bringing a toy?
He might be. Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay. Bring it, come on. Can I have the toy? I don't play with you? No? Well, okay. Then I'm afraid you're going to have to entertain yourself while the people are here. I love
that all the camera can see is this little tail.
He went upstairs. Okay, so he has fishing pole toys. One of them is downstairs. He has an upstairs toy and a downstairs toy. What can I say? We're that kind of people. He's brought both of them into the room. And you can hear it when he drags them through the kitchen because it's on the floor. And it's like, oh, Lord, he coming. So there are 2 toys that have been dragged in. And now he's in the giant box of leaves that we brought in for him to play in. And eventually he'll settle. We'll see. How late will Twiglet let you sleep, though? See, Twiglet loves to cuddle in the morning. Mm-hmm. He only gets out of bed when I kind of roust him to do so. So he'll probably sit right there with me. In fact, this photo, this one that we took earlier, that's him cuddling in bed with me. That's the blanket that I have for him to wrap him in when he sleeps on top of me in my blanket. So he doesn't get cold.
Look at his serious little face.
Yes, because that's the kind of parent I am. You know, he has his own blanket now. Of course he does.
When I went upstairs to record earlier...
You got something on your... What'd you do?
Well, you know, be much more specific.
Looks like... There you go. You're good.
When I went upstairs to record earlier, he wouldn't let me. I went upstairs close to the door. He was like, Dad, play with me. And I went downstairs and played with him for 5 minutes. And he was like, fine, I guess.
See, Twiglet doesn't do the whole wake up and feed me thing. He will happily lay around in bed on my chest with his butt in my face I just wait until we go downstairs, and then he will be like, my food now, please. But he doesn't like try to make us go downstairs faster, for which I am eternally grateful. Probably because we feed him a treat right before he goes to bed at night, so he's not ravenous first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
And he assaults me to get to it because he can't have it until I climb into bed. And then he does exactly like that. He's just like, Mom, Mom, Mom. So, yes, exactly. When my mom woke up this morning, she stretched and our cat Penguin stood on her back. Aww. He did this adorable thing where his head was here and then he leaned back so like I could scratch his chin. And then he wrapped his arms back over his head around my head. And it was like this backwards hug. It was very adorable. Oh, don't look at it now, but it looks like somebody's ready to settle in.
Oh, hey, bud.
Good boy. Father, you are filthy. I must give the people the love that they so deserve. And you need to stop scratching at your eye, Bubby. Yeah, I know it irritated you earlier today, and it's a little red, but it's okay. You can have a snooze now. So all is right with the world. The lad has arrived.
You may proceed.
Yes, he has arrived. He will now, chill and observe the proceedings and eschew us, as is his right. Exactly. Yeah, it's been a busy week. I led.
She did so great.
The very first. Oh, Ducky has Stream Company.
Whoa.
Oh, very sweet. The Escape Artist Foundation's first annual general meeting of the board, which was new to all of us and a lot and
went
fun.
great.
It went fine, but my brain is a little on the jelly dribbling out of the ears side. So I'm glad we're playing a game tonight.
I did the first host bot for 2025, and I recorded a cameo in something that up until 2 days ago I did not think I was going to be able to do. And it's a show that's written by a friend of mine, and the cameo is very funny. There is a joke in there which is just for me. It is 1 line long, and it is a friend of mine looking me straight in the eyes and going, I read everything you write.
My grandmother's dog, Ben, is currently lying on my feet, and I love him with my entire heart. We love you too, Ben.
You're a good dog, Ben.
You're a very good boy. Exactly. So, yeah, we are shambling ever forward towards the holidays. We'll talk about scheduling a bit in the coming hour and a half that we're playing. Come on, Margaret, you can do this.
There are 4 things we do on this show.
Yeah, okay.
The first
Please
one.
take the wheel. Okay.
The first one is this. Why did you think there are 2 of us? Hey. The first one is this, where we vamp and just chat. Night cheese. This is the night cheese. Welcome to the night cheese.
The cheese. I had cheese during the board meeting. I had a snack. Alistair made me cheese and crackers because it's December and I'm allowed to order all the cheese I want because that is what I want for December. It is the adoration of the baby cheeses and I eat them all.
So actually, about half of it. There's a full half. There's half of that pack left.
Cheese and crackers is like
then
me very
we will
happy.
step across to the main event, which is Tavern Talk at the moment, which is an adorable fantasy tavern innkeep simulator.
Which has a whole lot more plot than we thought it would. I thought I was just slinging cocktails.
And then we'll do like a little bit of shenanigans as Brain Sorbet.
The shenanigans is legally themed this week. I'm very excited. Yes, I might not let you read it, and I'll just go to bed with no voice whatsoever. I talked so much the last 3 days.
And then we'll talk to you a little bit more, and then we'll fuck off.
And then
you can fuck off.
And you can go to sleep. And this little one can go to sleep as well, and he'll sleep with his butt right here on my face.
Right on the face.
And we'll all be happy. And then we'll get up tomorrow and do it all again and see what other European country has decided it just can't anymore.
It's probably fine. It's probably fine. I'm choosing to believe that there are multiple countries out there that are like, what the fuck do you mean this year isn't over yet? Oh, for God's sake. Civil unrest.
I know. I just want to civilly rest between now and the end of the year. Thank you. I have to say, the latest Super Bowl is my absolutely favorite so far. Which one was it? Felix, here's the thing, though. The minute I update my podcatcher, the new episode of Red Valley is going to drop. And then I'm not going to get to listen to the new episode of Red Valley for like a couple of days. And it's going to wear at me because I love Red Valley so much. Okay. KB, tell us which episode it was, if you please, so that I don't have to consigned myself to podcast heartbreak. Oh, Bubby, what are you doing?
I am making my peace with the fact that perhaps.
Oh, the one with Denim,
I
the
love
Venom
Denim.
Tenkum. Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Patreon Shadows at the Door drop is up to. Put down the foot, get your margarita. You don't have enough time. It's not fair. And there's like the new season of Goshawk has started for White Bolt, and I'm just, oh my god.
Yeah.
Knock on wood as well. Like, please stop doing drastic things, folks. It's the holidays. We just want to eat cake and drink wine. Thank you. How you doing, Bubs?
He's doing good.
He's just a sleepy boy.
He's a sleepy boy.
I know how he feels.
He's got eye crusties at the moment, but he's been really good about them today.
Who, you? Yes. Yes, we are talking about you. Oh, big stretch. This is what we do all day long, is we just commentate the child moving around the house. You're very pretty. Yes, you are. Very handsome lad. Are you looking at the camera? Are you looking at all the people over here? Huh? Are there people? Of course, now everything's ground to a halt. I'm sorry. The boy is performing, so we don't
that's fine.
And he's like, no,
What?
no, don't perceive me.
Okay.
No.
I guess.
I realized today that I talk to the dog the same way I talk to my 2.5-year-old niece.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. It's all tone of voice, right? I might have sang "Sweet Child of Mine" at him earlier. Oh, lordy. All right, we're a little early for the break, but if we're ready, the pet voice and the baby voice are the same. Yes, and I just have to be very careful I don't accidentally use it on Alistair.
You've only called me Bubs once.
I think I've called you Bubby once, and I apologize for that. It's just happened.
There is a thing that used to happen, which means I'm completely fine with this, which is my parents would regularly refer to the dog by my name.
And then they'd call you Digby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like on more than one occasion in the last year of her life, my mother would ask my father whether he had Alistair's ham so that she could put Alistair's medicine in it.
Did you get any of that ham?
No, a fucking thing.
Do you want some ham?
No.
Okay. Very well. Yeah, that happened too. Well, I'm the oldest of 7 kids. I have 3 siblings and I have 3 step siblings, and parents used to do that whole go through every name until they get to the right one first, and I'm the oldest, so I was always first. I was always yeah, exactly. It wasn't even me using pet voice. I called my sister by the dog's name because I was irritated by her. Right.
Earlier in the week, Margaret yelled "Toilet Kenneth Stewart" when he was somewhere that he shouldn't be, and I sat up straighter.
You know, when you use a pet's full name, they're really in trouble. That's because you were getting on the sideboard and you were trying to attack my flower bowl.
The thing he hasn't figured out yet is he can go wherever the fuck he wants while we're asleep.
Yes. But while we're awake, we're going to hold him to it. So.
Well, actually, no, that's a lie. He has figured that out, as we found out when we came downstairs to find paw prints on the sonars.
Yes, and his new technique is, you're not playing with me? I'm going to do something I shouldn't do because it'll make you get up and that'll be all cute and you'll play with me, right? And it worked.
There's a fantastic graphic novel that we reviewed in full lit a few weeks ago called The Ghost Keeper. Oh, little guy. Look at the little guy.
It's my little Falcor. How are you?
And there is a spectral cat in that who has the best entrance I've ever seen in a comics character, where they go through the cast of ghosts and they go, and this is Tabby. And you just have this shot of a fireplace and this huge kind of glowering spectral tabby cat next to a vase, and in the next panel she hasn't moved and the vase has fallen off.
It's perfect, just perfect. My nan does something like that because me, my sister, and my mom all have names that begin with K. One of exactly.
The other one that's been living rent-free in my head is 98% of pet ownership is each of you following the other one around the house demanding to know what you've just eaten.
That's very valid. Very valid. All right, shall we take our break a little early and we'll get set up with Tavern Talk. So if you do not have your own beverage, it is December, therefore the snowflake mug.
Hence Classy.
Exactly. If you don't have your own beverage, then why don't you go and get yourself one, or take a little stretch, or maybe you need a cheese. I needed a cheese. Maybe you need a cheese.
Would you like another cheese?
I do not want another cheese. I had a brownie and ice cream. I'm very full now.
No more cheese.
I would like a little sleepy.
No more cheese.
Ooh, too much cheese. Not quite. So we're gonna put the break on for a second, and we'll fire up the game, and then
Just debonair little motherfucker.
And when we come back,
Like, oh, hey everyone, I'm just hanging out, listening to cool jazz.
You're not listening to cool jazz.
I'm mostly deaf and I'm a cat, but still, I'm listening to cool jazz.
Of course you're listening to cool jazz. You're just that kind of cat, aren't you? He's look at him serving this profile here. This is my good angle. Is it your good angle? No.
No, mother.
No, do not perceive me.
You have ruined the moment. I turned my back on you.
Yeah, I'm going over here now. All right, fine. But we'll take an ad break while he takes a bath, and we'll be right back. Andrew in his own little sippy cup there. He's adorable. All right, hang on just 1 second, folks. I want to double check something really quick. No, that works okay. See, people can see you and the lad and his back as he eschews us. There we go. All right. Oh, game audio hasn't come across. There we go. All right. Where are we?
I think it is a new dawn.
There There we go. Part 6, A New Dawn. Dun, 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 dun. Well, that's right. It's grumpy outside. Don't be like my weather. I'm not here for my weather. Thank you.
Escapism, damn you.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm here for. I'm just going to look at the adorable dragon weather vane and go on with my day. All right. Shall we? Oh, I heard a sheep.
Meh.
Meh. Ooh.
It's December. The Eternal.
Yeah. Innkeep.
Rhea.
You got any new lines for me?
Perhaps. But I'll only trade them for new ones of your own.
Make me a drink. I had a long night.
You want to tell me about that?
No.
I get it. You need some stamina first.
What I need is some defense to ward off your questions.
I'll go check if I serve that.
Some defense, huh? Hello, you. How are you? You're very cute.
Little guy.
Hold on. What's this? This is new. What is this? I don't remember that one. Twinkle, twinkle, deadly stars, a werewolf on detours. Here's the various Thunder Sage. We are that old.
For the Horde.
For the Horde. Alright, stamina, huh? So you want a frosty lagoon. Little bit of this. Come on. A little bit of this. Yes, a little bit of him. Thank you. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. And a whole lot of this. Ta-da! Good boy. Good job, Andrew.
I never noticed he actually purrs.
Yeah, a little bit.
Some defense to give your favorite innkeeper a bay.
I like all the decorations, the like the crystals and like the frosted
Did you ever
indoor
play an old Mac
plants.
game called Dark Castle?
It wasn't just on the Mac, was it?
Maybe not. Like it was a one screen at a time, one room is one screen platformer. And it had this brilliant opening animation where your character runs on screen, hops on this fireplace, pulls a candle, and the fireplace rotates and dumps you into the game. And it was the first game I ever saw that read your calendar, because at Halloween you do it and there's a pumpkin on the other side.
Oh, that's really
And then
sweet.
when you get to December, there's a Christmas tree on the other side.
Very cool. All right. Who says you're my favorite?
Well, I might be after this drink.
Fair enough. You're climbing up there.
I'm very happy to hear that.
Now, I've got a question for you. You think you can handle that?
I will try my very best, Mrs. Frostgrip.
Miss.
My bad, Miss Frostgrip. I just thought, since you're such a catch.
Keep it to yourself.
Okay.
Is Kyle here? I was looking for him around town, but not a single other lassie's seen him. Thought maybe he got crushed by one of them fallen stars.
You worried?
No.
I see. I think he should be waking up right about now. Rhea!
There he is.
Oh, I missed you so terribly. I thought you had died, or worse, abandoned me. I thought the terrible fathoms of time had taken a new friend from me yet again.
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Can
you see her too, Innkeep?
Yes. Very much so.
By the dragons! So she is not a dream nor a fragment of the past.
Why is he still covered in ooze?
You notice he isn't. He isn't.
Right?
Oh, I'm very happy you're not dead, Rhea.
Thanks.
Would you like to see the gift I bought you?
Gift?
When I was at the market, all by myself, missing you terribly, I found these gorgeous earrings that reminded me of you. I'll help you put them on.
Wait. Are those suns?
Yes, because your friendship lights up my undead life. What do you think?
I like them. They match my other jewelry. And the craftsmanship is decent.
You mentioned you like lever-back clasps.
I do like them. Wait, when did I say that?
Well, I'm not sure. At some point, or maybe I dreamed it. That is very likely. Speaking of dreams, I had the strangest dream about the stars falling down the other day. They crashed onto Gaia like a rain of fire or beautiful fireworks. There must have been something wrong with my drink. Anyhow, Rhea, where did your slime go?
It was washed away by the falling stars. The rain of falling stars.
Oh. So, the empty night sky was not a dream.
No. Guess Cassiopeia couldn't carry it all anymore or something.
Incredible. So it wasn't one of your strange foul drinks, Innkeep. Does that mean I could drink another one without a vision of failing firmaments again?
It's worth a try, Kyle.
Then I would like to try, preferably something that will make me strong enough to lift a star. Just in case I would like to.
I'll see what I can do. Strong enough to lift a star, huh?
Strong.
Drunk. One Southern Brawler coming up. Fill her up. Here, my best attempt at supporting your star-lifting career.
Oh, this is delicious. Do you think a molten star would taste like this?
No. Maybe. So, what do you two think about the star rain? It was very bothersome. I had to look for shelter on my way back from the Rockwell Cliffs. They better hurry up and clean it all up.
You got somewhere to be?
Still to get to the vampire to Beruvia before I can get my hands on that gold.
Who?
Yay!
Oh, splendid. I haven't been to Beruvia in quite some time. I cannot wait to see it again.
But until then, I can search for other materials. Better ones, even. That ain't gonna happen by sitting around.
Are you collecting loot for your dragon horde?
What? No! In what world do I look like a dragon?
Well, they are masters of disguise. What about you, Innkeep?
Am I a dragon?
You are?
No, I'm afraid not.
But you smell so primordial.
Thank you. If you're a dragon, Rhea, then what do you need materials for? Decorations? Ingredients? Don't you worry. I'm not trying to steal your business away from you. They're for crafting.
Like for friendship bracelets?
No. For weapons.
You're going to war. But I just got you back.
I'm not going to war. You won't see me fighting for anyone but myself.
Are you a blacksmith then?
I am, and I'm looking for the right material to smash the next ore heart competition. I'm going to travel all the way to the caves of Ur for that one.
That's so far. Can I go with you? That sounds very exciting. I hope you'll come back to show off your creation once you've won.
I'll think about it.
How are you feeling about the stars having relocated, Kyle? Oh, it's fascinating.
You think so?
Yes. Now that I know it was not in fact a dream, the implications are dazzling. Yesterday, when I was looking out into the night, I could see nothing but darkness. But then, as I stared at the sedating nothingness, I could see an astral hairfish hopping across the sky. Its sparkling tail left a gleam of light in its wake. It was followed by more of its kind, like a pack, finding a place to rest for the impending sunrise. With the light of the stars blinding me, I would never have been able to see such a spectacle.
And you still thought you were dreaming?
Well, I thought the stars had just gone into hiding. We all do that sometimes. I would love to know how they're doing on Earth. They must be enjoying the new atmosphere.
Possibly.
Speaking of exciting, have you had a chance to take a peek at that letter of yours, Innkeeper?
I'm afraid not.
Either way, how exciting. You know, this world never ceases to amaze me with its natural wonders.
This was by no means a natural wonder.
Welcome back, Miss Anwar.
Who are you, the Wonder Police? I am Alethea Anwar, High Cleric of the Aperture and the chosen of Our Lady of the Endless Light. And I have returned to this establishment to investigate the tragedy of the Starfall. Not one of them protagonist types. Innkeeper, I'm very happy to see that you were able to collect more information for my research. I am grateful for your help in these trying times.
At your service, miss. What are these times trying?
Me and the wonderful people of Astaria. An empty night sky is no laughing matter. This must be taken care of swiftly. I guess it's empty every time of the day now, actually. How does that not worry anyone? We have other things to worry about. And if these sorts of things stopped happening, this babbler would be out of a job.
Indeed. I find it terribly exciting.
That is somehow even more worrying. Say, are you a vampire? What else would he be?
Oh, I am indeed. That is also very exciting.
Do you have any affiliation with Morrow Castle?
What is the castle?
The fact that I can tell that you were battling Tim Meredith saying what is the law is about to destroy me. That one's for you, Tim. Why are you asking? While I was seeking shelter from the calamity, great, this is turning into anyway, I came across a young echo with a gloomy temperament. Or rather, I came across his hands in my pockets, attempting to steal my most precious spell components. Luckily for him, I am not a very vengeful person, and I believe in the redemptive power of second chances. And an effort. And he did make an effort not to steal from me again.
Very wise. Did he travel with you?
No, we went our separate ways. I believe he wanted to be alone after narrowly escaping an encounter with a horrid vampire. Oh, that's Kyle. Not Kyle.
Kyle's
in love with the concept of My Chemical
Echo,
Romance. Yes, exactly.
And very grim. A monster hunter. I love how Kyle's resting animation at the moment is his eyes looking back from the floor. It's like, fuck. Horrid vampire? Oh dear. They must have been very hungry.
As they tend to be.
Only if they're not eating responsibly. Who did you say you encountered again, Miss Alethea?
A roguish wind echo.
Oh, yes, a windy aftertaste is really very hard to resist, and primordial blood is a delicious luxury. Speaking of which, innkeep?
No. No, Kyle. No. Are you from the primordial sea?
Not in the slightest, but my blood would taste delicious if I was willing to share it, which I am not.
I see.
What about your blood, Miss Alethea?
Are you out of your mind? Propositioning a holy woman for her blood? Well, you got a lot of it. Fair question. And I need all of it to keep up my strength against the looming evils of this world.
Yes, I do in fact believe that is mascara on Kyle's face.
Without me, who would even care enough to investigate this whole mess? After all, none of you seem to care. Besides, a taste of my blood would probably reduce you to ashes. I like your unwavering sense of self-importance. Thank you. I like your earrings. Thanks.
So, what are your next steps for saving us citizens?
Well, your rumors are all over the place, which is good. That means there is a lot to look into. Still, I would have appreciated a bit more organization.
My bad.
I will start my investigation in Zenth and Thamus. Have a closer look at the wreckage caused. Maybe examine the rubble more closely. Perhaps it harbors hidden clues. Once I've found out what is going on, I will put a stop to it. The stars have already fallen, lassie. Not a lot you can do for them. Then I will make sure nothing like this can ever happen again. Perhaps even Cassiopeia can be healed. It is imperative for the order of this world that she does not herself fall.
Couldn't agree more. I know you've got this under control, Miss Anwar, but how would you feel about a little drink to boost your spirits? You have a long investigation ahead of you after all.
If you are offering, I accept kindly.
What can I get you?
It depends on the approach I decide to take with this. I could focus on the investigative aspect, really dig my heels into connecting the threads, analyze the situation, find hidden clues, speak to the locals and those affected. Of course, I would have to do so strategically. Without the right approach, this plan would fall apart. And perhaps I would even need to inspire bravery in others to care about my cause. So investigation and inspiration. On the other hand, who knows who caused this? If I focus too much on theory, I may not be in the right condition to fight whomever I encounter.
But you will be able to talk to them, and I find that is always much more entertaining.
Not everyone could be reasoned with. In such a case, I should be able to properly defend myself, especially if something similar should threaten to occur again. I need to prepare for even the worst case scenario.
I could offer you some Phoenix chilies. Who knows what you will encounter, but burning stars are best avoided with a hint of fire resistance.
That sounds reasonable. So it is either the right balance between intelligence and inspiration, or the ultimate fireproof self-defense.
Oh no, whichever one will we choose?
I know. Let me write down intelligence and inspiration so I remember it when I'm looking at my ingredients in 12 seconds. Intelligence and inspiration. Okay. Hang on. Math. Okay, cool. Inspiration spelled with a B. Fine.
Inspiration.
I'm not yet certain which path I should walk.
You should trust the innkeeper with it. They always have the most wonderful solutions.
Just this once, I believe I shall.
I'll make sure not to disappoint.
And I will save the game real quick.
Because this feels like an important change.
There we go. Continue. All right. So, I don't see... Let's have a book. Oh, yeah, okay. It just... I don't have to. Fine. So my options are defense and fire resistance, or one of these, an infusion of inspiration. So that's Thunder Sage. I think we're going to go with Thunder Sage, and so Thunder Sage, thunder. And then in the drink is super intelligence. Is it a sparkling nebula, maybe? Because that's got 3 and this has got 2. Is there another one that has intelligence 3? No, this has intelligence 2. Yeah, I think it's going to be a sparkling nebula. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so we've got the Thunder Sage, and then we want 2 of this. And then 3 of this, right? Sparkling nebula. So the drink is correct, and it's just super, super investigative.
It's intelligent.
And it's got the inspiration symbol. So that should be good. All right, Andrew, hit it.
I think perhaps the strategic way is the best approach. After all, you wish to help people, not fight them.
That is very true. This is an excellent drink. I'm already coming up with a 38-step plan. Perhaps we should start at the nearby Gaia Temple. I hear it was unfortunately an impact site. The local acolytes will be sure to offer assistance.
That sounds like an excellent idea.
Thank you for your thank you for your effort in helping this world, Innkeeper.
Always happy to be of service.
Say, Miss Holy Spirit, those fallen stars, are they still intact? They crashed into the ground, so no, they are not intact. Were they pulverized? Not fully, I imagine, no. Would you say the fallen stars make for an interesting type of material? For what?
Yes. They would certainly be rare.
Need any help on that holy mission of yours? I know a thing or two about rocks and the like. Could give you some insights on those impact conditions. I can't say I am an expert in geology, though I feel like I could make an educated guess. Nonetheless, certainly, I would very much appreciate your assistance. Great. Then I'm in.
Oh, me too.
Do you know about geology as well? Or astronomy, perhaps?
Oh, I know about astrology. And this all sounds so very exciting. I've been terribly bored waiting for Rhea to come back. This will greatly aid me on the mission of curing my boredom.
Well, I do appreciate assistance.
That's very kind of you.
I know. You don't have to come along.
Of course I do. Could you imagine if the stars fell down again? What if one crushed you? I need to stay close by so I can catch it.
I don't think you could. The stars already fell, Kyle. Done deal.
What about the ones in the primordial sea? What if it floods us with all of its mirrored stars?
Unlikely.
I'm not willing to take that risk. I'm going on this adventure with you, and also with you, Miss Alicia.
Great. Wonderful. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Let us not waste any more time. Thank you for your aid, Innkeep. I shall return with conclusions, perhaps even a mended firmament.
I'm looking forward to hearing of your heroic deeds, and also Kyle. How exciting!
Wish me luck.
Good luck. I hope you find suitable material.
Yeah, me too.
I love him.
Oh, Kyle.
He's awful. I love him. Hello.
Hello?
Do you want me to?
No, I think you go ahead.
Hello. I would like your finest drink, please.
A drink, you say? And what do you have in mind, miss?
Melina, but Melly is fine. It's short for Melina.
Okay, I'll take her.
Okay. I see. Well then, Melly, what kind of drink would you like?
Something tasty. Something that will give me new fun ideas. Oh, and Thunder Sage. I don't have any money, but I've got something to barter for the drink.
You don't need to pay.
But I want to. Doesn't feel right otherwise.
Okay, that's fine with me. What do you have for me, Melly? Oh, thank you very much.
A golden feather. Golden feathers come from the speedy golden loons who molt their feathers every spring. They can be found near every major lakeside. Haste. A little haste makes an adventure inhumanly fast, great for reaching long distance locations and escaping every fight unharmed. Nice.
Now I can accept a drink.
Very well. Let me see what I can do.
So what did they want? Oh, there we go. There's the feathers. What did they say they wanted?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, hang on. Where's the dialogue history? I remember that they wanted Thunder Sage in it. And something that would give them new ideas. Oh, there it is. So a nebula, it looks like. Yeah, a sparkling nebula. So exactly the same drink I just made the other lady. Okay. Oh, look at how sparkly!
Some new, fun, and sweet ideas coming right up.
This is perfect. I'm already feeling the energy of new hijinks running through my veins. Thank you. This is a really nice tavern. I think I'm gonna hang out here for a bit. I need a break from my investigations. Can I say you're familiar?
No, he's quite antsy when he hasn't been fed. I'd worry for your hands.
Okay.
I just got an accomplishment called Shadow. So here's Melly.
Detective Melina, age 10. Chaotic good. Yeah, that tracks.
Oh, Zephyr. Almost didn't see you there.
I suppose I am stealthy as a knight. At night. No, as the knight. I meant as the knight.
I'm in love with the concept of my chemical
This dude breaks moped.
This dude breaks mopeds. Sounds like you could use a drink.
Desperately. One that will help me remember words. I've been quiet for so many hours. I think I have forgotten how to speak.
But not how to draw my amazing eyeliner. That explains why we're communicating telepathically right now.
We are.
No!
Who the fuck are you?
No, you're supposed to say who the... Oh,
Who the... are you?
Was I too stealthy for you?
No.
let's get you a drink so you can stop cursing at the child.
Detective, stop cursing at the detective.
Yes, of course. Though my drinks don't come cheap.
How much?
I'll trade you for a trinket.
One of those.
One of those.
What if I didn't find one?
Are you trying to tell me that you made it all the way through a castle without stealing a single thing?
Yeah. Thought the place might like it.
Oh, look at the clock.
That's a bat.
With a bat.
That's a batty clock.
Batty, 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 bat. Oh.
Well, my tavern tells me it thinks it's beautiful. But it is wondering what it might be.
I thought it was smarter than that. Does the tavern want to guess what it is?
A frying pan or an oversized stamp? I'm gonna go with a frying pan. Frying pan.
You're not even remotely close.
But they are right. That part looks like a handle.
That's the pendulum.
Do you think if you fried eggs in this pan, they would take like a bat shape?
I really doubt it. It's a wall clock adorned with hungry bats, one creature of the night, telling time to another.
A very inaccurate wall clock, it seems. It's nowhere near midnight.
Its hands seem to have gotten stuck just before midnight, perhaps for an eternity, or at least since I found it. Will this do, or will I have to pull another heist?
This will do just fine.
Good.
And because I'm someone that always keeps their promises, I shall now prepare a drink for you. One moment. Let's see if I something that will make you more polite towards local detectives. What's he want?
I love that Andrew's perpetually just hanging out here in his bucket. Like, it's cool, man. I got my signs. When you make the right drink, I'll hold a sign up. You pat me.
I think a spoken heart seems right. Will bring your deepest feelings bubbling to the surface. Yes, that's what we need. A charismatic boost, great for bards and emotionally repressed individuals. Yes,
I'm in love with the concept of My Chemical Romance.
you're long with the concept of emotional honesty. Okay.
This dude breaks mopeds.
Breaks mopeds. Oh, to win the lottery. Spoken art. Well done, Aunt. Good job. Good job. Politely, a drink. Did I accentuate the right notes?
Sure did. You should consider becoming a musician.
I'm happy where I am now, thanks.
Now, will you be polite and tell me what happened?
No.
Why not?
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Melina, but you can call me Melly.
No, thanks.
What else did you steal? Castles have many things, I've heard.
Nothing. Shouldn't you be at school?
I don't go to school. I'm already smart enough.
Do your parents agree with that?
My parents are dead. And they didn't come back as ghosts to tell me to go to school. So it can't be that important.
I'm sorry to hear that, Melanie.
It's okay. It's already been this many years since they died. Just kidding. I can count. It's been 7. So I was only 3 when they disappeared forever. I don't even remember a lot about them. But I already solved their murder, so it's okay.
Did you avenge them?
No. They got eaten by zombies. And the zombies got eaten by a T-Rex, so there was not a lot left to avenge.
That makes sense.
It does. A classic adventurer's tale.
I basically speed ran my origin story. I've got dead parents as my motivation and a detective career to make sure I can help other people.
Because people didn't help you?
Uh-huh. But it's okay. It made me into the adventurer I am today, and I like who I am.
It doesn't make you sad.
No.
Oh, look at her face. Look at her tail.
What's your origin story?
Yeah, Zephyr. What is your origin story?
It is far too dark for your young mind to handle.
Oh my god, we totally got Grumpy Sunshine going on here. They're gonna team up and break into a castle. It's gonna be adorable.
Best you don't know.
Okay. What's your name?
Blaze.
But they just called you Zephyr.
That is my middle name.
Down dark.
Dark Blaze.
Dark Blaze Phoenix.
Okay, I'll respect your fake name, but only if you tell me what castle you stole the innkeeper clock from.
Fine. It was Morrow Castle. I was on a dangerous quest to steal a precious cape from a murderous vampire.
Oh, did she kill you?
Obviously not.
Not so murderous then.
She would have if she had caught me.
So she didn't.
No, I had managed to complete the mission undetected. Thanks to the invisibility that took hold of my body, I was able to avoid the cohort of monsters she had put in my path. Only the dragons know what would have happened if they had spotted me, weak and not prepared to fight.
But they didn't.
But they didn't. Even the living gargoyles with their lithic claws at her doors did not sense my presence. I waited until they were mid-argument to sneak through a nearby window that had been left open to grant spiders easy access to the castle.
Marrow Castle is very scary. Was it very scary?
Yes.
On a scale from 1 to parents being eaten by a T-Rex, how scary is that?
I love this kid.
In the middle, I suppose.
Huh. Okay. Interesting. Proceed.
We should stop. We've got an ad break about to run. Unfortunately,
This fucking kid.
she's adorable.
This fucking kid is
I love how people are like, "No, you can't do that," and she just knows. She's okay.
All right.
Next. Folks, this is our midstream break. So if you've not had a wiggle since you've joined us, now is your chance to do so. Please get it up and take a quick stretch. We're going to run the ad break, and then we will return to our Grumpy Sunshine imminent duo here, and we'll be right back. Interesting feat. All right. Are we back?
We're back.
Okay. I should pay attention to that. Sorry.
Nothing to apologize for.
Hank Green is doing a smarty pants.
Hank Green's doing a smarty pants.
Oh, man. That's going to be amazing. All right. Okay.
The itty bitty kitty committee.
Did you run into any traps?
I was able to spot and avoid them all, thanks to my remarkable perceptive gift. And your help. Anyway, I found the cape in her closet, hung up between ball gowns, covered in rubies and diamonds.
Did you take any?
Maybe.
So you're a thief.
Obviously.
Can you teach me how to be a better thief? I want to expand my portfolio.
Why would I do that?
Because I has nice.
Forget it. I took the cape along with whatever gemstones I could find, and then I heard her approaching her chambers. Quickly, I hid among the dressing gowns, holding my breath to avoid making any sound. I thought I had made it through, when suddenly she opened the closet doors. I was pressed so close to the wall I thought the wood would start vibrating in rhythm with my heartbeat. But she reached right past me, picked out a hat, and returned to her dastardly vampiric activities.
What are vampiric activities?
I don't know. Sucking blood, turning into bats, scheming about blood.
Lots of blood stuff.
Indeed. Did you make it out of there easily, Blazed?
I found a secret passageway that led below the pond, through the earth, and to the summit of Witch's Peak.
And look, the name's changed.
Almost scared this strange cleric to death when I regained my visibility. She was ready to ignite me with her golden flames.
That seems harsh for a jump scare. Are you sure your fingers stayed in your pockets?
Who can say?
Speaking of sleight of hand, where did you find that clock?
Oh, it was sitting in a display case in the middle of a hallway that stretched on forever.
Then how did you know it was the middle?
I could feel it. In the night. The case was locked, but with my expertise, I was able to crack it open in no time. The antique clock stood right in between a ritualistic dagger and a vial of blood. And I thought it strange that it was the only item without a tag. So I took it.
A tag?
She is very organized, labels everything.
I'm starting to like this vampire.
Yeah, you and me both. Feel like she and the paladin could hook up.
Why would you display a vial of blood? Shouldn't that be in her kitchen or pantry?
It's labeled as granted blood from the very first vampire. Mike. Oh god.
Mike.
Judging by its position next to such a priceless item, the clock must be worth a fortune.
In that case, thank you again. It will look great in my tavern.
Indeed.
It sounds like you would be in a lot of trouble if you got caught.
But I wasn't. Thanks to the innkeeper's drink, I not only survived, but also avoided the horror's wrath entirely.
That sounds like a really tasty drink.
I would hope so. It seems like the quest was completed successfully. Thank you, Blaze. You did a good job.
I'm lucky. I survived once more. It's a miracle I made it past so many monstrous creatures without being harmed.
Did you think you might die? When you took the quest, I mean.
It's always a possibility.
Then why would you go?
Death is inevitable. Such is life.
Well, at least you have the cake now.
It's not mine. It belongs to another vampire.
Another vampire?
Yes. It was stolen from him in a lover's quarrel. The clutches of love always end in cruel tragedy.
But the comedy it takes to get there is worth the ride.
Only for those willing to suffer.
Aren't we all? Speaking of suffering, I'm sure Kyle, that's the long-suffering, very comedic vampire Melly, would love to have his cape back. Could I extend the quest to include a speedy delivery?
After the day I've had.
You've done enough hiding for one day, don't you think?
Professional hiding. Fine. I will do a direct delivery just this once. Where can I find this Kyle?
Last I saw him, he left with Rhea to aid a certain cleric with her investigations. I'm sure you'll recognize her.
Not her again. Where are they?
Uncertain. Try looking around Zenith. They can't have gotten far yet.
What are they investigating?
The Star Rain, as far as I know.
What are they investigating? We can go talk to them. We can share notes. I already drew up a map of all the impact sites in Zenith.
I would go Zenith.
Maybe we can help extend it further or even find the culprit. Come on, Ben. We have to go find them for your cape and for my notes.
I'm going. Alone. You do whatever with you. Along, I could never stay undetected.
Wait for me. See you soon, Innkeeper.
See you soon, Melly.
I would do crimes for them.
I would do crimes for that child, and I told you they would team up. I absolutely told you they would team up. I wonder when we're going to open that letter that's been sitting on the bulletin board for a day or so now.
Well, the one that's from our ex, who is the villain.
Yes, apparently. Yeah. Crossroads of 3. Should we try doing one more day? Or should we...
10, 20.
Yeah, we've got time. We can try one more day.
We can do it.
We can do it.
We can do it. Let's do some more.
I like the winter decorations. Oh God, he's fine. You want to do it and keep it aside?
Yeah, good morning, Melly.
Good morning, Blaze. What have you both been up to today?
Oh, dilly-dallying and such.
I was not dilly-dallying.
He was. It goes well with the brooding.
Sounds like a wonderful morning. Can I offer you both something to drink in these early hours?
Yes, please. Can you make me something smart and sparkly?
Can do.
Smart and sparkly. There we go. Sparkly Nebula. If I remember correctly, she likes Thunder Sage. A fresh brew of smart sparkles.
Thank you. This is just the right amount of sparkle.
Happy to hear that. Blaze, what can I get you?
Nothing.
All right. So has the cake found its way back home yet?
Yes. The vampire was thankful if melancholic. It seems to have awakened memories of old woe.
He seems pretty excited to me.
He should be. It fits him well.
Almost like it was made for him.
It was very interesting seeing a vampire in person. His fangs were shorter than I thought they would be. I expected them to be the size of a colossal saber-toothed tiger fangs.
Saber-toothed. Ooh, wow. Saber-toothed tiger. Okay, I'm going to file that idea of the way.
Tiger.
Saber-toothed tiger's fangs, but they were much tinier.
A common misconception. Where did you find him?
At the local Gaia temple. It got split in the middle by a fallen star.
That sounds morbidly interesting.
It was. I overheard some priests say they're thinking about rebuilding the temple around it because it looks kind of cool. And people like distinct temples.
They do.
The vampire was traveling with a really nice dwarf and a holy woman of Cassiopeia. They were asking around to see if the priest knew anything about the star reign.
Did they?
No. I could have told them that 2 days ago. But while we were sneaking around and listening in, we overheard the strangest conversation. Turns out Alethea, that's the cleric's name, found out that one of the priests was actually a wobbling ooze in disguise.
Scandalous.
I know, right? But in the end, it was all okay. The others forgave him, and he promised to try and become a real priest. Apparently, he really loves the humidity in the temple. They all hugged and everything. It was very sweet. I was really happy we could see that from the shadows.
We?
Me and the mysterious and quiet Blaze. He's my new associate.
I am no such thing.
It's great to see you two working together so closely.
You make a great duo. We are not a duo.
How did you find the right moment to give Kyle his cape? Between all of those heightened emotions.
We didn't. She got caught.
I thought one of the pillars would be big enough to hide behind, but it wasn't.
It wasn't a pillar. It was a tall vase.
I felt very well hidden when Alethea suddenly asked me if I wanted to stop hiding now. She was paying a lot of attention. I think she noticed me from the very beginning. She's so cool and smart.
Did you ask her about her investigation?
I did, but she said it was too early to share any insights. Even when I kept asking, she wouldn't budge. So I asked Master Smith Frostgrip to tell me more about the temple's architecture instead. Did you know that its altars was built from a 1,000-year-old oak?
I didn't. That is fascinating.
It is. She also told me I have to work on my stuff, that being small is not going to be enough. I think she knows from experience.
Well, you better not tell her that.
I better not.
So, are you going to work on it?
Yeah. Blaze is going to show me the ropes.
Is he now? Have to. She'll get herself killed otherwise.
Grumpy sunshine!
That's a very dramatic way to look at things. But also really nice of you. Mm-hmm.
So, would you say your investigation was a success?
Kind of. We got to see how clueless the other investigators are, and we returned the cape to Mr. Vampire. But we didn't find out anything new about the stars. And I didn't even get to see any monsters. I was hoping maybe some would have fallen from the astral sea, and I could have studied them.
A dangerous and very exciting dream. Mostly a foolish one.
You think so? Have you met monsters before? What kind? Do you have a favorite? What were the first ones you met? Did they try to eat you, or did they try to be your friend?
Of course I've encountered monsters before. They've been a part of my life for many years. The The shadows are full of them.
Really? That's scary.
Of course it is.
So the first monsters you ever saw were shadow monsters?
No, they were much worse than that.
What is it?
Could I have a drink after all? The words aren't flowing easily.
Of course. Same as last time?
Yes.
Let's see if I can find something sweetly charismatic. Like a sunny breeze.
He's a girl drunk.
He is a girl drink drunk.
This is a man who loves umbrellas in his drink and slices of pineapple.
You wouldn't be speaking from experience or anything, would you?
I am absolutely speaking from experience. I love girl drinks. When I was a bouncer, the bouncer's drink of choice at the end of the night was Bailey's over ice because we didn't want to get too crazy.
There doesn't seem to be any limit on me adding the extra thing, so I'm adding inspiration. Because why not, you know? This is not the right drink. Okay, fine.
Whenever that happens, I like to imagine Andrew speaking that line in Ian McKellen's voice. Like, this is not the correct drink.
Is it not a sunny breeze then?
Hello, my name is Andrew. That's Hugh McGregor. Hello there.
Is it? Is it really?
Rude.
Okay, we'll do a spoken heart then. A drink, just for you.
Thank you.
How is it?
It's fine.
That means it's perfect.
So, where was... right, yes, shadow monsters. Back when I was younger, I had just joined the Shadow Banes and was eager to prove myself. It's said there are great riches far in the depths of the Gravel Mac, a dangerous mountain range in eastern Fizoa. Hidden treasure troves full of precious gems and gold, and I owed some debt. Hoping to find some jewels, I made my way there to the darkest of its crevasses. Guarding its depths were creatures no one would ever choose to face. Bleak stalkers straight from the twilight chasm. Hideous creatures that have every right to be associated with the nightmare realm. They typically feed on rocks and gemstones, but they seem to think bones have the same general consistency. I wasn't able to harm them with my mortal weapons, so I distracted them with some of the gems I had managed to pocket earlier. It was a close call. I will never forget their twisted antlers and beak-like snout.
They sound kind of cute.
They were not cute.
If you say so, maybe one day I'll encounter some.
Pray you never will.
No thanks.
Welcome back, Kat. You okay?
Yeah, of course.
You want a drink?
Yes, give me something strong, please.
No, watered down muck. You got it.
Southern Brawler, if I remember correctly.
Strong.
Strong.
strong and with 0 water. Just how you like it.
Thanks. Needed that.
You're welcome.
Say, Innkeep, you got room in your neat little book full of recipes for one more?
Oh, of course. Do you have one for me?
You bet. It's what my Baba used to drink back in the day. My adventure reminded me of it. Recipe unlocked sailor's courage.
Thank you, Kat.
Why are you so sad?
I ain't sad.
But you look sad. And you sound sad. And the innkeeper looks worried. Probably because you're sad.
I am worried.
Don't be.
Too late.
Like I said, I ain't sad. Not really. More... Oh, I'm not sure. My chest feels tight. I feel a little lightheaded. Maybe I'm dying.
Those are all side effects of being sad.
Who are you anyway?
I'm Melly, the world's greatest detective.
I'm Carolyn. Who's the punk with you?
My sneaky assistant.
You got a name?
Malachite.
Ah,
So, I would like to detect why you're sad.
Likewise.
uh,
Does it have to do with that wyvern chimera whose saliva you were hunting for?
You met a chimera?
a wyvern chimera? Yeah.
That's so cool. Why? How? You're alive.
Sure am.
Do you remember that forgetful vampire, Nelly?
Of course.
Well, he put out a quest for chimera saliva. He thinks it may be able to produce the sunscreen strong enough for him to walk in the daylight once more. Carolyn was brave enough to pick up his quest.
Wow. That's amazing. How would you even get the saliva of a guardian?
By killing it.
Oh.
Would you like to tell us what happened?
Is that really necessary?
I think it might be good for you. And honestly, really interesting for us. You don't really want to disappoint Nelly, do you?
Miss Carolyn, will you please tell me the story?
Fine.
Thank you.
I didn't mean to kill it. Seems like an extraordinarily blasphemous thing to do.
For someone non-religious, you do concern yourself an awful lot with that.
I'm just trying not to be a dick, that's all. Usually I have no problem killing beasts, but my Baba would have lost it if I told her I harmed a guardian. I think so, at least. Not like she'd ever fought any of them. But she had the natural ability to know when it would have been the right to do so. I ain't got that kind of sense.
We'll see about that. How'd the fight start?
On my way there, I changed my mind. From fighting to sneaking. I thought if I was quiet enough, and I had the veil of night on my side, I could just steal the saliva from right under its nose or maw or whatever. I mean, it drooled quite a bit, that thing. But I didn't know my way around the Quag Mangrove, and I wasn't as quiet as I should have been.
Oh, I know about that. You got a giant sword, so you were prepared, right?
Of course, Innkeep here even hooked me up with some fire resistance, and it came in handy. And the sword, well, it was made for killing beasts. Even the good kind, I suppose.
Is it a magic sword?
I'm not sure, it doesn't do any tricks. But it's stronger than your average steel, and it can resist even the highest heat without practical potions. It used to belong to my grandma. She left it behind for me.
That's really sweet.
Your parents gonna leave you anything?
No. They weren't expecting to go, so they didn't think about it in time. But that's okay. I can find my own treasure.
I'm sure you will, kiddo.
So the Chimera noticed you.
Yeah. Sly Beast pretended to be asleep while I approached it with a bucket. When I tried to catch its saliva, it snapped at me. Would have taken my arm off if I wasn't so tough. The ensuing fight was something else. Next to its dragon head, it sported a lion and a snake head. They fought me all at once with overwhelming ferocity. It was the fiercest enemy I've ever encountered. And even though its fire couldn't harm me, it took everything in me to best it. I may have defeated it in the end, but I felt honored to have faced such a formidable foe.
So you defeated it? With your badass sword?
I did. This weapon really saved my skin. Dealing the final blow, I felt like my grandma was holding my hand, guiding me towards victory. Maybe I just imagined that.
Maybe. Maybe that doesn't matter as long as it felt real.
Maybe. I even gave it a proper burial. It deserved an honorable send-off. I almost left the sword with it too, but it's too good of a weapon.
The dead don't need swords.
Yeah. You know, I did achieve her dream. I saw a wyvern chimera in the flesh. I fought it even. And I killed it. Does that mean I killed her dream?
I think it means her sword saved you from dying. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that will have been a dream of hers too.
Possibly, but she would have found another way out of it, I'm sure. But she's not here. So I thought maybe it was time I put her to rest too. Left my goodbyes for her with the Chimera. Maybe it can pass them on.
May Tuat listen to your pleas.
May he find that much mercy in this cold, dead heart. Is he dead, you think? To what? I mean,
he does reside.
He does reside over the spirit realm, and only the dead can go up there. So he must have died to get there too, right?
or he's always existed there, and he was made to watch over the dead. He's the god, after all.
There's no clear consensus of what the Great Spirit Dragon really is. A dead dragon, a god who could always control death from his very inception. A reflection of what we believe death to be. Death itself. He could be anything. What would you like him to be? What hopes you have?
I hope he's kind.
I hope so too.
Then I think he's kind. Maybe we should follow his example.
That's what heroes are for, right?
Indeed. You're one of those, right, Kat?
Course he is, silly.
I have to agree. You know what would be very heroic of her?
What?
If she brought the saliva to Kyle the vampire. I'm sure his joy about finally being able to walk in the sun will be extraordinary.
Too lazy to go yourself.
Well, my domain is merely my tavern. You are much more likely to run into him.
Fine. Might as well. I need to get moving anyway.
You're leaving?
No, just I need to move around. And if you happen to know where I can find this vampire?
Last I saw him at the Gaia Temple. The priests might know where he went.
I know where he wanted to go. I overheard him talking about it.
Care to share?
I want to trade it. The information, I mean.
Okay. For what?
Can you teach me how to use a greatsword?
That's it? Yeah, sure thing.
Is right now okay?
I've got the time. It might take you more than one lesson, though.
That's okay. I have also got time.
It's the deal, then. I'll show you the basics. You tell me where to find the vampire.
Yeah.
That is if your assistant's all right with that.
Don't care. Not my stupid. Not my monkey.
Okay, kiddo, let's go. And Kate, can we use your front yard?
No, of course. Go wild.
Will do.
Are you coming too, Ma?
No. I'll stay here and have another drink.
You can join us later. Wait to learn how to fight. It'll be so helpful for future adventures. Innkeeper, do you have any quests I can go on after this to practice my sword and stealth skills?
Not yet, but I'm sure something will come in. Be patient. I promise I'll have a quest for you soon.
Yeah, wait. I'm gonna destroy any challenge with wits and stealthiness and giant swords. Ha-ha!
Oh, I know you will.
But first, I gotta practice. See you later.
I love that kid.
I like her ambition. I like her naivety.
Some would call it optimism.
A waste of time. Delusions get you nowhere.
You would know, wouldn't you?
Another drink, please. Same as before. Sweet and all.
Coming right up. All right. Oh, there! Look at the sailor's courage. It has abs. The drink has abs.
I love it.
Gives even the driest landlubber the qualities of a good sailor. A lot of strength, a dash of defense, and a shot of charisma. A perfect all-rounder. Well, almost. Who needs common sense anyway? Spinach not included. Love it. So he likes the spoken heart. Yeah. There we go. So a little bit of this. And a little bit of this. And a whole lot of this. Come on. We'll get to the point where we're just about to have an ad break, but let's get to the point where we, in fact, let me just snooze it and we'll take a little bit longer and see if we can finish the day. Some sweet optimism from my most pessimistic customer.
This is sweet enough to make me optimistic for future drinks.
Wow. I'm proud of myself here.
You should be.
So Malachite.
Just leave me to my pondering.
Got it. What's going on there?
Still here.
Oh, nice.
Hi, Innkeep.
Hello, Fable.
I'm so happy to see the tavern looking healthy again, and you too. I'm sorry it took me so long to check in.
That's all right. I hope the last 2 days weren't too hard on you.
No, not at all. I was just really busy. A bunch of the Ashen Grove trees got knocked over, and I spent a lot of time rescuing and leading group therapy sessions with the local wildlife. And of course, I had to check in on all the nearby settlements too, see if they needed help with any damage after all of that.
Did Uncle Dragon make it?
Yes, the whale settlement took a bit of a hit, but everyone made it out just fine. Mr. Dragon was making emergency soup when I arrived. I think he's a stress cooker.
Oh, I don't know what that's about. It's very nice of you to check in with everyone.
Well, I had to make sure everyone was okay. I used up a lot of my healing cells, but that's what they're here for. I'm not happy I had to use them, but I'm very glad I was prepared. May I request something?
Go ahead.
Do you maybe have a drink in your repertoire that could assist someone in a situation such as mine? Your drinks are powerful. I would like something that would make me tougher while also replenishing my social energy. I think I'm all done with helping out now, but a drink like that would be a real game changer in case something like this happens again.
I don't think I have a recipe for something like that yet, but I've got an idea. Then again, even without such a drink, I'm sure people were very thankful for your presence. 1,000 wins. Somehow this feels exactly like resting on a tropical island. Nice.
Well, they weren't mad about it. Though, I sort of feel like people aren't really as concerned as I thought they'd be. When I saw the stars fall, I thought for sure the world was going to end.
I recall.
You were right that it wouldn't, of course. But I thought that people would be a little bit more freaked out by the lack of a night sky. But everyone just seems to be okay with it. I asked one of my sisters about it, and she said, who cares? Some wide-eyed adventurer will surely put them back at some point. Let's just worry about replanting these tomatoes. I don't even know if you could put them back. You can never put back what's lost.
Oh my god. But you can always replace it with something new.
I'm not sure that you can replace the stars, or if you should approach loss that way.
It's all a matter of perspective. I wouldn't mind a bunch of trees up in the night sky for a change.
Oh, right. But it would still be much nicer if some things would just stay the same.
They never do, Fable.
I'm just happy everyone is okay.
Did you check on Kara yet? She should be hacking my terrace to pieces outside.
I did. Outside, on your definitely not hacked up terrace. Just out of curiosity, do you own any wood glue? It was nice to see that she's okay too. I was a little worried she would just leave and never talk to me again. So it was nice watching her train Melly with so much enthusiasm, and to catch up a bit, that too. She tried to rope me into their greatsword training.
Did you accept?
I'm not really a sword kind of elf, but it was fun to watch her teach Melly. She's very sweet.
Indeed.
And I was just relieved to see Carolyn doing all right. And she was relieved about Mr. Dragan.
And about you, I'm sure.
Maybe.
To celebrate our well-being despite the absurdity of this world, how about a drink?
I would love a drink. Can I try out that new one I requested? 1,000 wins, I think. I guess I run into more people in need of help on the way back.
I'm sure I'll find just the right thing. All right. Why don't we save here?
Yeah.
Because it's getting late, and this is a good place to pick it up, and I'll just dial in the recipe. Oh, look, this says I want to order a specific drink, so that's nice. Draw the 1,000 wins, please. And then let's just save here. Never met a save I didn't like. All right. Why don't we go ahead and take our last quick little ad break while I get us set up for shenanigans, and we'll give Bubby some scritches, and we'll be right back. castle?
What is the castle?
What's in the castle?
They better not pull a manga trick of, oh, look, the adorable kid everyone loves has been killed.
They better not. That'll really upset me. But now I understand why there's such a huge cast of characters for this game. I'm like, we've only met like half a dozen of them, and they're already like interwoven and stuff. It's very cool.
Just the
You
image.
should scoot over more so people can actually see your lovely visage.
The image of Melly talking to Kellen, whose shin she just about comes up to.
I'm gonna learn how to use your sword. I'm like, you're gonna learn how to pick up my sword. That's our first lesson, right? Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. All right, there we go. It's quick before I forget. All right. So PSA, we have shenanigans. There we go. Here's a legal PSA. Oh, there's no content warnings for this one. Yeah, okay, cool. If you've committed a crime and a detective gathers everyone involved in the room, especially if he's not actually a detective, it is instead a novelist, a puzzle setter, a psychic, a fate psychic, a dog, a chess master, whatever, you should not confess.
You want me to do the next bit? Every year, hundreds of people are put away by non-traditional detectives who have either inserted themselves into the case or are working with the police in a dubiously legal capacity as an advisor. In 99% of these cases, the murderer gives a full confession, even though the evidence against them is circumstantial at best. It often requires a long just-so story, which can only guess at motive.
If this happens to you, stay quiet. Do not attempt to defend yourself or talk your way out of it. Only say it with me now, everybody, I want a lawyer.
Now, if you find yourself being investigated by a boy genius, magician's assistant, anthropologist, classic scholar, or philosopher, it is likely that refusing to talk to the police or investigator with no legal authority is merely the end of the second act. And by the end of the third act, they will have you dead to rights.
You should still not confess.
Make them take it to court. Force the eccentric detective and his straight-laced police partner to take the stand and explain their methods to a jury of your peers. Have your lawyer look at the chain of custody on the evidence, especially if you believe it to have been handled by someone who has only bumbled into detective work through their natural charm and or unique set of skills and outsider perspective that comes in handy more often than they should.
No, you're not. Know your rights. Don't let eccentric detectives put you away.
Now, it's funny you mentioned this because I just finished watching Ludwig, which is the highest rated BBC drama for the year.
Okay.
And it is about a puzzle setter who is persuaded...
What is a puzzle setter?
Someone who builds crossword puzzles.
Okay.
Who is persuaded by the wife of his twin brother, who he is clearly in love with.
Oh, God.
We've only just begun.
Jesus Christ, I'm tired already.
See the exact moment where the steam comes out of the lawyer's ears to impersonate his brother, who is an acting police officer.
Oh, God.
To just to go into the office to get something from his desk. Of course, he ends up working 6 cases and solving all of them. And at the end of the series,
I want a lawyer. That wonderful ACLU public service announcement. Let me teach you kids something that you need to know if you're new to the protest movement. Shut the fuck up.
And of course, by the end of the series, they've hand-waved away the fact that these 6 people have confessed to someone who was committing fraud. And the police have hired him on as a consultant.
No! Stop! 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 Oh no, oh no. Just no.
It's a fun show, but there are things I wait for Marguerite to leave the room before watching, and that's one of them.
And it's wise, because my blood pressure is bad enough as it is. We do not need to be having me out here watching legal dramas screaming at the television. It's just no good for anybody.
One of my cherished memories is that point where, for about a season and a half, we were really into Hannibal, and then they got to the fucking court case one. And she got to the first outbreak and was just like, I have to stop.
I can't watch
This
this
is
anymore.
bullshit.
This is absolute
This is
nonsense.
absolute bullshit. And what we didn't know at the time.
The witness is freaking interrogating another witness from the witness box. I'm like, stop!
What we didn't know at the time was our very good friends Matt Wallace and Nikki Glowen, who live in the US, who the reason we get on is Matt and Nikki are like the West Coast us.
Yeah, Nikki is my sister from another mister. We could be like spiritual twins.
Matt is a game developer and writer who
Yeah.
we're similar guys. What we didn't know and only found out years later when we mentioned it was we started talking and Nikki was like, "Did you see the fucking court case?" I couldn't make it past the first
She and I
commercial
were
break.
like,
They were just like,
oh my god, it was so bad. It was so bad. I want to watch every police procedural and dubious consultant show with Marguerite yelling at the TV, and then we can watch everything with genetics or DNA diagnostics in it, so I can yell at the TV. Yeah, lawyers watching lawyer shows and yelling at the television.
Whereas writers,
fine.
see, the brilliant thing with writers is because the two big writer shows are Murder, She Wrote and Castle. It's just nice. It's like taking a holiday in a world where we're taken seriously.
Like, oh, look, I'm taken seriously, and I have money, and people leave me alone to do my work. Oh my goodness!
Oh, look, this week Jessica's on the set of the 15th movie of one of her novels, and someone's been killed. Two super quick things about Murder, She Wrote. Firstly, greatest uncaught serial killer in American history.
Jessica Fletcher.
The novels are still going.
They're still writing more novels.
There are 67 Jessica Fletcher novels released under her name, written by a wide variety of ghostwriters.
That must be like a rite of passage. You know you've made it as a mystery writer when they ask you to ghostwrite Jessica fucking Fletcher.
Right?
How brilliant.
If Castle had been a show with cojones, they would have had him write Jessica Fletcher novels or had some on his shelf.
Yeah. Wow. That's brilliant. Oh, and who is it? Who are they rebooting? Poirot as? Oh my god.
Watson.
Oh, that's it. No. We can talk about Watson. There's two things.
Peter
Dinklage is playing Poirot in the audiobook re-releases, and I'm like, I might need that in my life.
And
Thank you very much.
That for you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I also found out that Beth Eyre, who did a bunch of work for Wreck Runner for us,
Yeah.
is about 6 background characters in
That's
that. She had the
delightful.
loveliest time doing
That's
it.
absolutely delightful. And then the Watson. Look up this new trailer. They've reimagined Watson as a medical detective. It's House as Watson.
But he's capable of feeling emotions, and
My
the whole
God.
we break into people's houses and fuck up their lives, secure them thing is actually the premise, not the means to an end.
Right. Oh.
Doc, if you've never seen a now frankly worryingly old Canadian show called Regenesis, you maybe should. It will either be something that you love purely and completely, or it will make you pop out in hives. If I remember correctly, there's an offhand plot where you find out someone may or may not be a clone, and Spanish flu is accidentally slightly released in one episode. Oh, no, you've seen it. Yep, never
Nope.
again, Regenesis. Yep,
Nope.
I figured it would be one of the two.
Oh gosh. All right, we've run over, and so I can hear Wendy saying, "Go to bed. It's past 11 o'clock." So let's tell people where they can find us next week. So,
Oh, all sorts of places.
Really?
Well, the usual
Will
place.
be left hiring?
Yes,
Thank
I
God.
promise.
All right.
I'll do this bit, and then you can correct me when I get it wrong. How about that?
I mean, with an intro like that.
You can next see us on Friday when the penultimate issue of the full lid for the year will go live.
That's right.
There's all kinds of really good stuff in it. I laid most of it out on Sunday. There are cats this week. You'll love it. It's great. And then on
That.
it's my process. Then on Sunday we will return to play even more Caravan Sandwich.
Which is lovely.
It's great. We poodle around an abandoned corporate mining
And they
colony.
won't. I have to go find super rare minerals, so they'll give me the stinking grappling hook. Though, imagine the Joker's lawyer or Moriarty's. Moriarty doesn't need a lawyer. Moriarty has their own lawyer. So that'll be Sunday, and then we'll be back here next week
On Wednesday.
for more of Tavern Talk, and we have 2 more Wednesday night streams before we are away for the holiday.
I think
The
it's
18th. will be the last Wednesday night stream.
I think it's incredibly unlikely we'll finish Tavern Talk.
Not unless it gets real short. Exactly.
If you are desperate for other places for us, as has been mentioned previously, this week's episode of Super Suits is the Denim Case, which is one of Marguerite's finest hours.
Oh, I remember that.
And Pine, who is a regular a lot of the time. Tales from the Fringes of Reality has just released its final episode, and I am all over the back 2 seasons of that show.
And Forged Bonds has a teaser trailer dropping shortly, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it does, in which I play a beautiful human being who has never done anything wrong in his whole life.
I cannot wait to hear you opposite Nicole Goodkin. That's going to be so much.
You're going to hate him.
Well, there's a lot to hate.
The only person I have played, possibly in my career to date, who is more oleaginous is a great word. Chain of Being got me in for a cameo, and I don't think that will go live for about another 6 months. But the only note Kai kept giving me was basically, no, more Tori. More. Toria, and it's such, both those two roles are such a lovely time.
Yes, Alistair's playing Zeus in Forged Bonds. I'm not playing Hera. That's Nicole Goodkin. Goodkind.
Nicole Goodnight.
Good night. Sorry, thank you very much for that.
Who's gonna kick my ass?
Oh, I can't wait. I auditioned for Hera because it was so fun. I love the idea of the two of us playing off of each other, but I'm actually playing Artemis in Forged Gods, which will be fantastic.
Who also kicks my ass.
Yes, I do at one point. It's delightful.
Yes,
yeah,
Nicole Goodnight
the princess is playing Hera and he's playing Zeus. I cannot wait to hear this. It's going to be so fun. And then I'm going to eat cheese and not work. Did everyone just kick your ass, Alistair?
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm honestly, I'm fine with that. I mapped a long time ago the 2 poles of my dramatic range because I realized that
Sea Captain, Doomed Sea Captain,
Doomed Sea Captain, Teddy Bear, terrible old supernatural bastard.
Yeah.
And I've done a lot of teddy bears across 2024.
Yeah,
so it's been really nice.
Like the snail dad.
The lovely snail dad.
Yeah.
The lovely snail dad on Stenship Adventure.
Yes.
Who's a really lovely, supportive father who really cares about skincare products and has 147 billion children. There is a fucking line in that about, then we could play catch. Yes, we could, if we had hands. But we can imagine.
Aww.
And also next year is Reno Championship Wrestling, in which I play Shooter Sampson, who no one is ready for. I love Shooter so much.
Shooter is going to be a lot of fun for everybody. I can't wait. You've been doing a lot of recording.
I've been doing a lot. There's a lot of stuff coming out.
Couple months, so there's a lot of there's going to be a lot of stuff. I'm going to update your list. His website needs a refresh, but that's for later.
The Attic Monologues is just about to start recording for season 3
again now.
And if you've not heard the Attic Monologues, Bonnie from Roguemaker is superb in that. The entire cast is good. It's great. The writing is fantastic. And again, terrible supernatural bastard who's never done anything wrong in his whole life.
Horrible God. Yes, exactly. I can't, Lou. I can't. The second I update my podcatcher, new White Vault drops, new Red Valley drops, and I'm going to be like, and I have no time. I must listen.
I will know when Marguerite's podcatcher is updated because either I will go, why is the heating on? Oh, it's just your phone. Or she will just come over to me and hold her phone up in stunned silence, and the screen will just say, I fucking quit.
Yeah, exactly. My podcatcher will be like, nope, I give up. Anyway, we run terribly late. Thank you so much for listening to us waffle on. We will see you in print on Friday and on stream on Sunday.
Mm-hmm. I've been Alistair.
I've been Marguerite.
He's been Twiglet.
Hang on, can I put the boy back on the screen? There's the boy. He's asleep. Now I have to wake him up to take him to bed because otherwise...
What you have is Marguerite's eye view when she wakes up most mornings.
Yeah. Butt in face.
Yeah.
Exactly. Enjoy the rest of your time zone, everybody, and we will see you